Hey everybody, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So as always, on a Tuesday and a Thursday, I show a die focused project. So today I've brought out an old die that I had and I've used some new papers that I've got and I've made this very cute little suitcase, and then I've also used the same dies and I've turned it into a trunk. Now if you've seen my doctor's bag tutorial using the Simply Made Crafts doctor's bag die, that was a couple of years ago now, I shared this in the suitcase style in blue on that tutorial, so I'll link that up here somewhere. But also you can see the inspiration on the website under this product as well. But I was looking at it and I thought, how else can I use this? And I wanted a really nice little selection box style to add to my hamper that I'm going to be giving to my dad. So this is the one that I'm going to pop in the hamper. So it's double, this is a single. And again, I'll talk you through everything, but I just wanted to show you different ways to use all of like the hardware and the dies that come in the set to create completely different looks. And just change your papers. You can turn this into something maybe a little bit more feminine. This could be a jewelry box, all sorts you can do with it. But it's just got a Velcro closure there, and then when you open it, you've got all that space inside. Personalize it here. You could have a sign on the front, gift tag. All of those dies are in the die set there, and then it all closes up really nicely. It's very strong because of the glue that I've used. And then I'll just show you again this one here. This one just opens on the bottom and you've just got the single layer there. But both really, really nice. And like I said, it's meant to be for making a suitcase, but I just wanted to show you some different ways. I'll also have a tutorial popping up if you want to kind of make a gift box style without the dies, then you can get inspiration from that as well. But today I'm going to show you how I've made these ones. So let's get started. So this is the textures card pack. So you get 12 double-sided sheets, and these are all of the different designs. So I use the leather look there on the briefcase style, and then I'm going to use the wood grain to make this trunk style. But I'm going to use this one next and this one on some designer handbags. You can just see how big the prints are on these. So you've got like your animal print there. This one I'm going to use, it's like the mock croc print, and then you've got that one there as well. Really nice. If you like the handbag series that I do, you can, you know, do some lovely bags. Even this one, you know, it's great for fabric look bags, denim bags, you know. And then even that one there, I think that would look lovely for Christmas time. Actually, I think that'd be really nice. So yeah, you'll definitely see these getting used. They won't last too long because I do like making the gift bags and stuff. So yeah, that's called just Textures Card Pack by Simply Made Crafts. So this is the die set. So it's the suitcase die set. Like I said, I've shared the suitcase, the blue style, on the doctor's bag tutorial, which was a few years ago now. And there's inspiration up on the website, but I wanted to do it a bit different. So we've got the suitcase here, and then we're going to do the trunk. So you want to die cut two of the largest one here. So you'll need your larger die cutting machine, so your A4 one. Now I've already done one half because you're going to do this twice. So I've got my... This is going to be the base because that's the inside. I haven't decorated the bottom here because you're not going to see it. But I might put some feet or something on this. We'll see when we get that far. So when you die cut them, it will look like this. Now, if you want to, you can die cut using the card. So this is the card from the pad, but I've cut this down to size. So you can see it's got the other wood grain on the back there because I'm going to stick this one on the top, and I wanted this detail here. But it's a strong enough weight. I don't know if I said actually what that one is. It's 250 GSM, so it's great for 3D projects. So you can just cut this die into this and have it, you know, if you don't want to cut the bits separately. Once you've cut it, I always like to go over any die cut kind of score lines. I like to go over again. So just popping it in your scoreboard and just find a track that it's going to line up with, and then just go over all of the score lines there. Just that way it means you definitely, you know, you won't get any cracking. Okay, and fold and burnish all of the score lines. Okay, and now we can stick the sides together. Now, if you want to make the suitcase style, so this one is just that, the two boxes kind of overlapping each other there, then you still die cut two, but on one of them, you want to remove these two corners here. It doesn't matter which end, unless it's a directional paper, then make sure it's the bottom part, but just remove those completely. So if you imagine they're now gone, you will then stick this one on the outside of this other tray, and then, you know, you're going to stick all these down in a minute, and that's how you get your top. So this piece acts as now the hinge on the back there. So if I just open this one up, you can see where I've cut away those pieces, and then that's just stuck onto the back there to create that hinge. So that's how you get that thinner style, but we're going to double it up with this one. So I'm just going to add my glue to the tabs there. So I'm going to use the construction glue on the tabs this time. Usually I use my quick grab glue, but I want this to be really strong. So you just want to add your glue to the tab and then just make sure that glue's spread out and bring it under there. And just repeat that on this side. Like I said, if you are doing the more of the briefcase style, you might want to have this like the trunk as well. You won't have these pieces now, so it will look like that, and that will now, if I show you how you would then stick it, you'd pop your other tray underneath like so, add your glue all on there, and then just stick it on the back. Okay, just give them a good burnish. Make sure that you've got nice right angles on the corner. Okay, so whilst that's drying, and you'll have two pieces, you then want to cut these bits here. So this piece here, you'll want, at the minute I've got two, but you'll probably want 3 pieces. And I've cut it just slightly smaller than the size of the box. So it's 8 1/8 by, it's just under 5. 4 7/8 will be fine. I'm going to save this particular piece for the top because it's got that nice detail that I want to be seen. So that's going to go there. I've then cut myself, you'll want 4, but you might want to double that and have 8 so you can decorate all of the inside as well. And these are 1 3/8 by 8 1/8. And then again, the same, you'll want 4 to 8 pieces. The same width, so that 1 3/8, and these ones are 4 5/8, and they're for the sides. Now before you stick down the inside ones, so I use these to decorate the sides here. For the inside, in the die set you get 2 kind of longer dies, these ones here. If you're doing this style, you won't need these dies, but if you want to have it double, then you'll want to cut yourself 2 of each. So I've got 2 of the long ones and 2 of the shorter ones there. Now the side ones are just gonna, the sides and 1 of the front ones are just going to act as supports and help the box close and stay in a nice shape. One of them, of these long ones, is going to then also become the hinge. So with this one here, I'm just going to fold this one in half, and that one we will attach to the back over like the fold there, and then we'll attach the other one on top, and that's going to be the hinge to allow us to open and close it. But first of all, I want to stick this all down on the front, and then we can work on the inside and the decoration. So before I stick them together, I just want to go over the corners, because you'll see you've got like the white edges of the card, and I want that to all be hidden, and I just want it to look a little bit old. So I'm just using some walnut stain ink here, but you can use any ink. You can use a sponge to apply it. You don't need the brush, but I'm just going over all of the corners there. You know, that's where it would kind of attract all of the dirt. That worn kind of look would always be on the edges and the corners. So I'm just going to go around, just covering over any of that white that I can see. And even if you have die cut it all in the cardstock, this is still a nice way to distress and just kind of give something back, kind of that old vintage distressed look. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these and just add the glue on one half there, and then just pop it in the back and just fold that over. So you've got this flap here, because that's how we're going to attach the top there. So just hold that in place for a second until it's all secure. Okay, so that's that one. And then with these ones, you don't need to fold them. Just add the glue on one half and this one's going to stick on the front, and then the smaller ones on the sides. Just line it up to where that, well, I kind of hide the score line just below the front there. You can snip a little bit off the edges if you need to. I might just take a tiny little piece off there. Okay, so they're all secure. So you can see you should have little lips over all four sides, and then the back one should fold. Just straighten that, and then you want to add your glue on the back. And then you're going to take your lid, make sure mine's the right way, and then you're just going to sit that over the back, and it should fit nice and snug. So I'm just going to just lightly tack that in place for a minute, and then I'm going to open it. Now I'm just going to very carefully open it. Just get something in there just to push down on there, because again, you don't want to open it too much yet. You want there to be a really tight kind of join. So I've just opened it up now because it tacked in place a bit more, and I'm just you can see there I've got my hand inside and I've got it slightly open on an angle, and I'm just kind of pinching but pushing with this hand at the same time just to make sure that's all secure. You can see it closes up really nicely. It's already becoming a really nice strong, nice storage box, but you can see there you can't see the hinge when it's closed. So just take your time with that, don't rush it. Once it's then really stuck down, you can start to open it more and more, but still keep pushing down on that hinge, that angle there. Okay. Then for the decoration, you get all kinds of buckles and like different straps and things depending on the look. So have a look at the inspiration, like I said before, because it shows you more of the suitcase look. So it's great for popping like a journal in or memories of holidays. But then I've just used one of the straps here to turn it more into a briefcase. And then I've taken the straps here for the corners here to look like the hardware. So this is like the black kind of painted metal. And then I've got the gold parts here. So I've die cut 8 of these. I've only done 8 on the bottom, 8 on the top at the front. I haven't decorated the back. So if you do want more, then obviously you're going to have to cut more. And then I've just used the black foam pads by Creative Craft Products, because then you won't see any of this from the side. So I've just popped a couple on there. So I ran it through in black as a whole piece, and then I've just popped a little bit of gold just behind this bit, and then just trimmed it to then cover. And then I just want to make sure they're in the middle, like so. I'm just going to stick those on all of the sides there. Okay, so then we've got that effect there. I think that it looks so good. I really like that. Then I've cut this one, which is actually for a gift tag. So you get this die here. You also get the bigger gift tag there. And then this circle one here, if you cut that, it has score lines on these 3 parts and then a cut line here. When you run that through, it will allow you to fold this circular piece on the corners. You can see it more on the blue, more kind of suitcase style that I've got on the website with this inspiration. I've done this in silver. So you could, you know, die cut that in gold and have it on the corners. That would look nice, but I just wanted to create more of this trunk effect. But that's what that one's for. And then you've got the buckle here and everything. But what I thought would look quite nice is this one. I think the shape of it works really well as a closure for a trunk. When I was looking at inspiration online, and even down to this kind of detail here, a lot of that is how they look. So I've cut that one, and then I've just cut the top part here. I'm just going to snip away that bit, and I was going to paper piece that one, but keep the black here, keep all the black here, and then add the buckle to kind of disguise the bottom part there. So I'm just trying to show you different ways to use these dies. It's been really nice pulling these back out because I haven't used them for a while. And as I said before, I'm putting together a little hamper because it's my dad's birthday and Father's Day in the same month. So all of this is going to get enjoyed. So I'm just going to pop that one on there. and pop some foam just behind this section. I think it's nice to raise it up because then it looks like it's thick metal. I just want to make sure I get that in the center. And then I want this one to attach to the bottom, which it does, so that I can then add the Velcro. But that, I think, is going to fit in there quite nicely. Or you can just add that one again. So I'm just going to snip off the flat kind of edge there and then add the glue all over this one. And then I seem to have run out of my black Velcro dots, so I'm just colouring this one in. I mean, white would be okay, but you're really going to notice the white. But you can see that it's really easy to colour them in if you want them to match. And just pop your pairs together. Pop that together and then just bring that around, and I'm hoping, yes, it just goes onto that bottom one there, which is great. And then I can just carefully prise that apart like so, and just make sure that's really secure and make sure it's dry as well. That's the finished trunk. I'm really pleased with this one. I think it looks lovely. I mean, like I said, you can do these again here, but they're going to be quite close together. But you could trim that end. So maybe, yeah, could bring that down. I probably could peel those off. So you might see the photos change. I might just half it there just so I can do it on all four, you know, corners. I think that would look really cool. But just to give you an idea anyway, I think the cardstock really finishes that off. And then you've got all the space inside. So I've covered all of the sides here and here. That's nice and strong. And that long one there, because that was where the joins were. And I've just inked up the edges there, so there's no white. And then I might have a little sentiment inside here. I haven't got any more cardstock to cover that bit, but I'm not too worried. I think it still looks really cool. And then it all closes up really nicely because you've got those supports on the sides there. But I can see this at Christmas time, I think, even decorated like this, and then have some red ribbon. Yeah, you could have letters to Santa in there or something. I think it's really, really cute. And I'll just bring back in the briefcase style. So you've got something completely different. And then you have the suitcase, which is obviously what it was, you know, intended to be made for. But I think it's really nice to be able to use them in different ways. And I just wanted to share that today. So yeah, can't wait to add this one to the hamper and fill it with sweets. Because like I said at the beginning, I think it's a brilliant selection box style. Both of these, it's going to fit those sweets in perfectly, kind of lined up, stacked up on top of each other. You can have them this way as well, so if you've got like a curly whirly and things like that, they'll probably fit in there as well. But I just think that's brilliant. And as I always say, change your papers if you want to make something a bit more feminine. I think this could make a pretty jewelry box. I've got those on the channel as well, so if you want to take some inspiration in terms of the colours and the theme, you could easily add that to this as well. So thank you for watching. As always, I will link everything that I've used in the description box below. I'll also have some other tutorials popping up now, so if you don't want to use the dies and you want to try and make something yourself, check out those tutorials there because they may help. And as I always say, if you've enjoyed today and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. You can either click on my face here somewhere or hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell as well, so that way you'll be notified every time I upload something new. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.